Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with Net 225. Today I'm going to be going over Packet Tracer 13.1.10, which is configure a wireless network. Alright, I have up the topology on my Packet Tracer workspace, and I have up the activity window with instructions. Now let's look at the topology. We see we have a, I guess you can just think of that as the internet right there, or a cloud, some kind of cloud configuration, cluster 0. Then you have a website sitting out there at cisco.pka. You have a wireless router that's connected out to a, or you can think of this as being the ISP. All right, it has a connection from there going out. Wireless router right here that you cannot click on. See, when I click on it, it says configure is locked. You have an access point, and then you have 3 laptops and a admin PC. All right. And just remember this wireless router, if I mouse over it, it has a internet port, a LAN port, 3 gigabit wired Ethernet ports, and a bunch of wireless configuration things that we can't configure in this lab. All right, then you have an access point, which is just an access point. It's not going to do DHCP or routing. All right, it's just kind of like a repeater from some wireless device to the AP, then over to the wireless router. All right, you see a port has port 0, which is your wired port, and then port 1, which is the wireless port. You can set up a SSID on here, things like that. But more than likely, this is just going to be used as an antenna to extend the range of your wireless router. All right, and they talk about a mesh network. You can have multiple access points out here, like say across the campus, extending that signal of the Wi-Fi connection, and then it runs. It might be daisy chained through multiple APs back to your wireless router, then out to the internet. All right. Wireless router has a built-in router, has a built-in switch, has a built-in access point, all right, and a built-in DHCP server, things like that. All right. All right, so let's get started on this thing. All right, in this activity, you will configure a wireless router and an access point to accept wireless clients and route IP packets. Furthermore, you will also update some of the default settings. All right, connect admin to WR. Okay, connect admin to WR using the straight through Ethernet cable through the Ethernet ports. All right, so lightning bolt, copper straight through cable, going for an admin right there, and all it has is one network card installed in it. All right, and that's Ethernet 0, and connect that, choosing an Ethernet available port, which it has 4 ports. All right, takes a minute to converge, but now we got all green lights, we're good to go. All right. So let's see. All right. Copper straight through cable represented by a solid black line. Got that. All right. B is when the cursor changes to connection. When the cursor changes to connection mode, click admin and choose fast Ethernet 0. Click WR and choose the available Ethernet port to connect to the other side of the cable. Did that already. All right. WR will act as a switch to the devices connected to the LAN and a router to the internet. LAN admin is now connected to the LAN gigabit Ethernet port 1. When Packet Tracer displays green triangles on both sides of the connection between admin and WR, continue to the next step. Now, if that doesn't happen, you can hit the fast forward button right down here in the bottom left of the screen of your workspace. All right. If no green triangles are shown, make sure to enable show link lights under options preferences. So options preferences, that I've never even had to think about this. All right. show link lights. All right, that's on by default. All right, you may also click fast forward, which I showed you guys down here. Just as the connections selection box in the yellow bar. Connections box in the yellow bar. Okay, that looks blue to me. Okay, moving on. All right, step 2, configure admin to use DHCP. To reach the WR management page, admin must communicate on the network. A wireless router usually includes a DHCP server, and the DHCP server is usually enabled by default on LAN. Admin will receive IP address information from the DHCP server on WR. Click admin, select the desktop tab. Okay, desktop tab. Click IP configuration. You click DHCP. It's currently on static. Don't worry about IP version 6 stuff. Interfaces, there was only one interface. All right. Okay, so, and you got 3 questions. I'm gonna put these in a Word document, but I'll highlight these in red where you need to answer questions. So answer questions, submit the like our completion rate's going up right now, and then your PKA file. All right, so IP address of the computer, it's all grayed out. You can't highlight it, but right there. So without looking at anything else, more than likely, well, this is the default gateway or the interface on the wireless router. All right, your IP DHCP IP range probably starts at 0.100. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0, so a /24 because you got 8, 16, 24. Golly, it took me a second to count. It's early. All right, so 8, 16, 24. So the first 3 octets are 24 bits of the 32-bit IP version 4 mask are reserved for the host ID, so you can't use those. So /0 means you have 256 possible addresses, 0 to 255, but then you lose out 0 is your network, and then 255 is your broadcast. All right, and we'll see later on, but they probably don't have 254 addresses set aside for hosts. It's probably set to probably 100 or 50. I know in that video that's in Packet Tracer in Netacad, the video at the top of this section, it shows 50. 50 might be the default, but of course that was a different router too. If you notice that was a newer router. Packet Tracer, it still shows that old purple screen, purple background. Looks like the old Linksys routers, wireless routers. All right, but anyways, let's just look at that. And you didn't pick up a DNS server, so that's a red flag when you do this too, because more than likely in real life you'll set up your wireless router first, and then start connecting your hosts through DHCP. All right, so there's a couple things to look at. All right, so what is the IP address of the computer? What is the subnet mask? What's the default gateway? Close the IP configuration window, so the X right here. All right, values can vary within the network range due to normal DHCP operation. That's fine. All right, connect to the WR web interface. In the desktop tab on admin, choose web browser. So might have to drag this over. The browser right here. All right. So enter 192.168.0.1. All right, so that's our default gateway. All right. Notice no S on the HTTP, so it's not encrypted. It's just using port 80, more than likely. All right, admin for username and password. Okay. All right. See a little purple background, or purple. Yeah, I would say purple. Not all the background. All right. under the network setup heading, all right, let's see. The network setup, right, which is down here. Network setup heading on the basic setup tab, which we're on that right now, is the IP address for admin within the range. And it's talking about in here. So yes, all right. Remember, it picked up 100. So, like I was saying, default number of users is 50. Here's your range right here, in case you can't just do it in your head. 192.168.0.100 through .149. All right. So that's there. Notice no DNS settings. That's why it didn't show up. All right. Is the IP address for admin within this range? All right. All right, configure the internet port of WR. In this step, WR is configured to route the packets from the wireless clients to the internet. You will configure the internet port of WR to connect to the internet. All right. Under the internet setup at the top of the basic setup page, which is the same page, all right, change the internet address method from automatic configuration DHCP to static. And if you're at home on your home wireless router, more than likely you won't have a static IP address unless you pay for it. So, all right, change the. All right, we got all of that. I'm going to do 209.165, and I'm just tabbing over every time. 225, and just keep tabbing down. 255.255.255.252. All right, so .252, you should know that. That's a /30, all right? So probably router to router connection, I would think, because you have 4 possible addresses. One's your network, one's your broadcast, so you only have 2 possible host addresses. So one interface on one router to the other interface on the other router. So you're not going to waste any, and especially if it's coming from an ISP, they don't want you wasting any interfaces, any IP addresses, because they want to sell those. All right, let's see, default gateway, 209.65, whoop, tab 165, 200.226. All right, DNS 209.165.201.1. All right, so notice, all right, our interface for our internet interface on our wireless router, WR, is 209.165.200.225. You have to have another interface for the default gateway for the ISP's router. So this is on one side of the connection out to the ISP from us. This is the other interface. All right. So the next interface, /252 or /30, would be a 227 would be the broadcast. 224 would be the network. All right. That's just something to look about. Just something to recognize. And then DNS is not on is not in the subnet. I mean, it's in the network, but it's on a different subnet. All right. So scroll down to the page and click Save Changes. There's the router's IP address. All right, router's IP address and the default gateway. All right, that's where it's getting the default gateway from. DHCP server is turned on. Good stuff. We'll wait for a second while it does its thing. If you get a request timeout message, close the admin window and wait for orange lights to turn on into green triangles, and it's talking about on the workspace in Packet Tracer. Click the fast forward button to make this happen faster, then reconnect WR from admin's browser using the process explained in step 3. So if we look out here, I didn't want to do that exactly, but yeah. I want to get back up this. All right, now we're back. Fast forward a couple times. All right, we're back now. All right. Now, if you change the IP address of the router itself, it'll time out and you can't get back to it, because if you change this IP address, it'll be on a different IP address for the web browser. The web browser of, or I'm sorry, not the web browser, the web server of the WR wireless router. All right. To verify connectivity, open a new web browser and navigate to www.cisco.pka. It might take a second. This one, okay, there. So you see it says Cisco Packet Tracer has a couple links. Click the link, hello world. All right, we know we're out there. All right. If we go back, we'll go back into the router. All right. So part 2 is configure wireless settings. In this activity, you will only configure the wireless settings for 2.4 gigahertz. All right. So configure WR SSID. Navigate to the WR Gui Interface. All right. So it's saying to go to this GUI interface in case you clicked out of it. I mean, we're still in it in our web browser because I hit the back button a couple times. But go there if you're not there. Navigate to wireless. All right, wireless up here. Sometimes these are hard to look through because you have a bunch of kind of like a file menu up there. Then you have sub pages right here. All right. All right, navigate to wireless, which is that tab. Wireless security, which is that tab. So that has like a black fill, and when we click on it, it has a purple fill in the background, and then wireless security. And it says we're only going to use 2.4 gigahertz. All right, under the 2.4 gigahertz settings, select WPA2 personal. Because we all know we don't want to use web because that's easy to crack. All right. Actually, I almost messed up. Almost hit WPA, which also you can crack now. All right, WPA2 personal. All right. For security mode, for the encryption field, keep the default AES. All right. TCIP is like legacy. It's not as secure. So advanced encryption standard, AES. In the passphrase field, enter Cisco 123 with a capital C. 123 exclamation point, which is an OK passphrase. Click Save Settings, and that you have to scroll down for that. All right. Verify that the settings in the basic wireless settings and wireless security pages are correct and saved. So just give it a minute. It kind of sits here and tries to think. whoops, I want to do that. Alright, so I'm assuming it did it. Okay, so it says to do what? Verify the settings in the basic wireless settings. Alright, so 2.4 is on. That's it. And you see how this actually should be disabled. It turned those on too when I turned on this one. Network mode, auto. That shouldn't matter, but I just like to make sure. If they say we're only going to use 2.4 gigahertz, we're only going to use 2.4 gigahertz. Oh, and did I, you know what? I scrolled down past where I was supposed to. Alright. That was on me. Alright. So wireless, basic wireless settings. Yep, I totally missed that. So A and company with a capital C. Change the standard channel to 6 and 2.437 gigahertz. Disable both 5 gigahertz frequencies, leave the rest of the settings unchanged. Wow, almost missed that. Alright. Sometimes my instructions on my activity window scroll up and down. Alright, so just click that save and let it work for a second. Alright, so we disabled that, scroll to the bottom, click Save Changes, or Save Settings. We already did that. I did that with you guys right before I missed this. Why did that turn? That should be disabled. A company auto. Just check my settings. When you're scrolling, sometimes it scrolls up this one of those drop-down boxes. And it doesn't really tell you when it's done. So let's look at security, WPA2 personal, verify that, verify AES, passphrase Cisco with capital C, 123, exclamation point for the passphrase. Alright, that was saved then. Alright, basic settings, let's go back, auto, A company enabled, channel 6, 2.437 gigahertz. 5 gigahertz 1 and 2 are both disabled, so we're good on that. Alright, connect the wireless clients for step 3. Alright, on our open laptop 1, so let's exit out of this. Laptop 1's at the top. Select desktop tab, click PC wireless. And it looks like a little, like cell tower, I guess. And this is why, I don't know why this is, but it's kind of like hard sometimes to, it just seems complicated, I don't know why. Alright. Select desktop tab, click PC wireless. Alright, got that. Select the connect tab. Alright, so not these tabs up top. In this like little green background, the green tab that says connect. Click refresh, which is down here underneath site information. It just picked it up, but I'm gonna hit refresh anyways. Alright. Select the wireless network name A company right here on the left. A company. You see how it has 71% signal. Channel 6. It tells you all about it. Infrastructure, mixed BGN networks, radio advanced auto, security WPA2 PKS. It shows the MAC address. Alright. So put that in, A company. So click the Connect tab, we did that. Refresh as necessary, select the wireless company, A company. Alright, and it didn't say you gotta hit Connect. Alright, it left that out, I guess. Select the Connect tab, click Refresh as necessary, select the A company SSID, we did that, enter the passphrase. Alright, now, alright, make sure this WPA2, and make sure it's not WPA personal, WPA2 personal. Sometimes when you're scrolling down, you hit the down arrow. Alright, so the shared key is, and also passphrase or pre-shared key, that's talking about the same thing. Alright, sometimes that's confusing also. Cisco 1 2 3 exclamation point. Alright, and click Connect. Alright, and it really didn't show you that it's connected on here, but I don't think that said it was active. But if you look on your workspace, you got the dash lines, hash lines or dash lines. I don't know how you call that, but that symbolizes a wireless connection between laptop 1 and WR wireless router. All right. Oh, somebody I just got a subscriber. All right, cool. Thank you guys, by the way, for subscribing. All right. Let's see. Close the PC window. Open a web browser, which is right here on the top right. All right, www.cisco.pka. All right, we get our web page. All right. Repeat the steps above to connect laptop 2 to the wireless network. All right, so laptop 2 is right here. All right, so let's do desktop. Let's do that. Let's do connect. Let's do refresh. All right. You see how the other one had default of 100, so you can tell it has different signals. A company though is still 71%. All right, everything else is the same. It doesn't tell us, but we're going to hit connect down here at the bottom right. All right, WPA2 personal. Pre-shared key is Cisco with a capital C, 1 2 3 exclamation point. We'll hit connect, and we'll watch it right now. As soon as I hit connect, all right, bang, it connects. All right, we can go up here. Hit the X, go to web browser, www.cisco.pka. All right, we're good there too. All right, close that down. All right, connect wireless, part 3, connect wireless clients to a access point. An access point is a device that extends the wireless local area network. An access point is connected to a wired router using an Ethernet cable to project the signal to a desired location. But just know too, in real life you can have a mesh network, you can have wireless. You don't have to have a wired connection going to a wireless router. You can have it jumping from wireless access point via a wireless connection. Because matter of fact, that's what I'm getting ready to connect outside for the walking track, finally. All right, because we have five mesh APs. All right. All right, so step 1 is configure the access point. Connect port 0 of AP to an available Ethernet port of WR using a straight through Ethernet cable. All right, so lightning bolt, copper straight through, solid black line. I'm trying to do this exactly the way it says. All right. Connect port 0 of AP. All right, port 0 to the wireless router. All right, where's that? I'm just going to assume it wants gigabit 2. You wouldn't have to worry about it in real life, but the only reason I'll worry about it is for the grading. All right. All right, click AP, and I'm going to do fast forward to get my 2 green triangles. All right, click AP. All right. Select port 1. All right. In the SSID field, which says default right now, I'm going to do Cisco 123 exclamation point. All right. Keep AES. Where is AES? Do I need to make it? Okay. Yeah. Let's make sure I did this right. Connect port 0 of AP to an available Ethernet port of WR. Okay, got that. All right, copper straight through cable. All right, got that. Click AP, select the config tab under the interface heading. All right, interface heading. All right, select port 1, port 1. Select WPA2. Oh, right there. Yeah. WPA2. PSK. The passphrase. Got that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's where I'm messing up. Come on. I know. All right, passphrase. Cisco. 123. 123. Exclamation point. All right, go back up here. All right, now I want this to be a company with a capital C, just like that. All right. WPA2 PSK. Enter the passphrase Cisco 123 exclamation point. Got that. Keep AES. I can't even change. Well, AES. Or I could use TKIP, but AES. All right, that's the same. I don't know why those steps are so. They're always complicated for everybody. All right. And it doesn't say to save it, so we don't need to save it. All right. So I'm going to close that down. Open laptop 3. All right. Select the desktop tab. Pick PC wireless. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. You can see too when it activates, it'll say adapter is active. It says inactive right now. All right. Connect tab right there. All right, refresh. All right, 2 A companies are coming up. Select the wireless network name A company, SSID with a stronger signal, which is channel 1. It actually tells us right there. And click connect. Okay. All right. See how it doesn't actually tell you to log into it, which is kind of weird. All right. WPA2 personal is our default anyways. That's Cisco 123 exclamation point. All right. Click connect again. All right, adapter is active. All right, it didn't really tell us that, but we're going to do that. All right, open a web browser, so close this down. Okay. All right, we're there, so we're good. Good on that. All right, we're 75% completion rate. All right. Support for other administrative tasks. change the WR access password on admin. All right, so go back to admin desktop. Navigate to the UR GUI interface at 192.168.0.1. So what they're talking about is going to the web browser. All right, 192.168.0.1. All right, ask us for a password. All right, so admin. All right, navigate to it. It doesn't tell you to log in with the admin, but you have to do that. Navigate to administration. All right, administration tab, black background. All right, right here, change the current password. All right, so password to Cisco, so I'm going to put in Cisco twice. All right, and see how it doesn't show you the actual password you're putting in. All right, scroll to the bottom window and click Save Settings. So you got to scroll way down, or you won't see Save Settings. It has a purple background. All right, so now it's going to have you log back in with that password. I'm sorry. Log in with the admin and admin. Yeah, that's it. Cisco and Cisco. Oh, I'm sorry, admin and Cisco. There you go. All right, so admin, username, Cisco, password. All right, now you're back in. All right. Use the username admin and the new password Cisco when prompted to log into the wireless router. Click OK to continue. All right, so we're good there. Click continue and move on to the next step. All right, change Dhcp address range in WR. In this step, you will change the internet internal network address from 192.168.0.0 24 network to the 192.168.50.0 network with /24. When the LAN network address changes, the IP addresses on the device in the LAN and the WAN must be renewed to receive new IP addresses before the lease is timed out. All right, navigate to setup, basic setup. All right, so scroll up, setup in black, basic setup right there, which we're already on. All right, this is not on the internet side, this is on the LAN side. All right, scroll down to the page to network setup, which we're on right now. All right, the IP address assigned to the router is 192.168.0.1. Change it to, all we're changing is the third octet to a 50. All right, if you tab down, all right, subnet mask is the same. Verify the IP address still start at 100, which they do. Right there, 100. There are 50 available IP addresses for the pool, which is right there. All right. Notice it's still showing that .0 is our third octet. All right, and it's going to have us add a DNS as the DNS server with the DHCP settings. So 209.165.201.1. All right. Scroll to the bottom of the window and save. Click Save Changes. All right, we're going to verify everything. We're going to come back and this should be changed to a 50. All right, did that really quick, but see how it's a 50 now. Whoops. All right, it logged us out. And the reason why it logged us out, let's see if it asks us for that information. Scroll to the bottom, hit Save. Notice that the DHCP range of addresses has been automatically updated to reflect the interface IP address range. The web browser will still display a request timeout after a short time. Well, why is that? Because I wonder, look at our current IP address. It is changed. That's why. All right, close the admin web browser. All right. In the admin desktop tab, click command prompt, ipconfig, renew. All right. Now look, and that probably showed you right there, shows you why we weren't able to log in to our WR with 192.168.0.1. All right. So we renewed our IP address to force admin to reacquire its IP address information via Dhcp. What is the new IP address information for admin? Well, you should be able to see that on the screen. Verify you can still navigate to cisco.pka. So let's go here. And a lot of people have that issue though. Once you change like your IP address range for a DHCP, you would just assume that it would take you to the new IP address. Like it would be that, it would kind of like be a smart redirect to that IP address. It doesn't do that. It just times out. It wants you to go to that newly configured IP address. All right, so we've gone to this web server. We're good. Renew the IP addresses on the other laptops to verify you can still navigate to cisco.pka server. All right. Renewing laptop 1, laptop 2, config, renew. All right. So looking at that, I know the IP address of laptop 2 is 192.168.50.102. So 100 is laptop 1. I'm sorry. Laptop 3 is well, now it's getting 104. Yep. It's not in order anymore anyways, but 100 is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. All right. So notice that laptop 1 is connected to AP instead of WR. So I wonder why that is. Let's see. See how laptop 1 was connected to WR? Whoops, I don't need it that big, but let's go to connect. Refresh. All right. It's connected to this one because that has a higher signal. All right. And that's it. All right. So what you have to submit is a copy of your PKA file, copy of the questions throughout here. You know what? I'm only on 95%. Let's see what we got here. The IP address subnet mask is wrong. So the internet port is wrong for WR. Let's go back and look at it. No, I'll log into it. So not there. Just go over a little bit. 192.168.0 or .50.1. All right, admin and then Cisco. All right, what did I do here? So this would be the, it's saying the internet size wrong. Oh, I see what I did. Look at this. I did the subnet. What's so weird? That shouldn't let you connect to it. Well, no, that shouldn't work. 252. Yep, attention to detail. Trying to do these first thing in the morning. But yeah, remember it's a /30. I even talked through that, and that was just a simple mistake. All right, now it's 100. So, but in real life, that wouldn't let you connect. All right, but that's it. You just need to submit. Check results. It says you've completed it. All right, right there. Screenshot of that. Copy of your PKA file, and then I'll submit a Word document on Moodle where you can enter your the answers to the various questions throughout the activity page. All right, and that's it. Thanks for watching.